Hi, and welcome to Group OT. This week we will be making a turkey wrap. So before we get started, let's make sure we get our blue lined paper and copy this list down. Starting with writing our name at the top of the paper. So number 1, we will wash our hands. Number 2, we'll grab our plate. Number 3, we'll put our tortilla on the plate. Number 4, we'll add our cheese. Number 5, add the turkey. Number 6, add the tomato. Number 7, add our lettuce. Number 8, grab our napkin. Number 9, we'll clean up. And then 10, we can eat and enjoy what we've made. And remember that you don't have to have all the ingredients on this list. It's really whatever you have around the house. And if you don't want to add all of the ingredients to your wrap, that's okay too. Just remember that it's your dish and you can add what you want to it. So without further ado, these are some of the ingredients that you will need. Feel free to pause the video while you collect your supplies. And then remember to wash your hands, and then we'll get started. So first we're going to prep any ingredients that require cutting. So here I'm cutting a tomato. Remember to use a claw hand so that your fingers are out of the way. You can also use your other hand to help you press down on the knife, but it can be a little tricky since tomatoes have the skin that's difficult to cut through. Alternatively, you can always turn the tomato over so that you're not cutting through the skin, and that might help ease the cutting a little bit. So next I'm just going to keep cutting the tomatoes into bite-sized pieces. And then now I have my little bowl of cut tomatoes. So now I'm going to grab my plate, we're going to assemble our wrap, and then I'm just going to have a napkin nearby in case it gets messy. We can cross plate off of our list. So now I'm going to grab my tortilla, and here we're going to make sure to practice opening the packages. Let's just grab one tortilla, and then remember to close our package back up, and then we can move on to our next ingredient. You can also cross tortilla off of our list. Alright, so next up is cheese. I'll be using a cream cheese, so I'm going to go ahead and open this package with 2 hands, and then I'll use a butter knife, and I'll use this to spread the cream cheese onto my tortilla. When I'm all done spreading my cheese, I'll go ahead and close up the package. And then I also have some sliced cheddar cheese here that I'm just going to add because I had it lying around the house. I'll just put it right on top of the other cheese. And then when we've added all of our cheese, we can cross that off of the list. So next I have some turkey breast. So we're going to practice opening this package as well using both of our hands. And then we can grab as many turkey slices that we need. I'm just going to grab 2 because they're pretty thin, and then put that right on top of our cheese. And then let's cross that off of our list. So I accidentally did lettuce first, but you can go ahead and put your tomatoes on first, and then I ended up tearing my lettuce so that it's in small pieces, and that way it's easier to manage. Okay, so now I'm adding my tomatoes right on top of my lettuce. Just can add as little or as much as you want. Then we'll cross that off of the list. So on my first attempt, I realized that I put too much topping on my my tortilla, so it was kind of hard to close and a little messy. So what I ended up doing is going back and removing some of my tomatoes and my lettuce, and then I actually tore up my lettuce so I didn't have the hard white part, and then that made it easier to roll up. And then I just grabbed a little toothpick to stick right in the middle, and that way I could hold it in place and it's a little bit less messy. And there we have it. We have our turkey wrap with our cheese, lettuce, and tomatoes. We're ready to grab our napkin. We can clean up, put our ingredients away, and then finally we can eat and enjoy the wrap that we made. And that's it for this week. See you next time.